Parshat Emor, which means say, is basically HR's guide to holiness, straight from the heavenly boardroom. Its major themes run the gamut of Kohen rules, or rules for priests, found in Leviticus chapter 21 and 22, which describes who can serve, who can't, what they can touch, who they can marry, and how perfect their bodies have to be. Spoiler alert, no corpse touching and no priestly Tinder matches with divorcees. Sacrificial integrity is a must in this Parsha. Offerings on the altar must be perfect, not limpy goats or spotted bulls. This is divine hospitality at its finest. You wouldn't serve the King of Kings a bruised banana, would you? Or a half-baked, Burger King. The sacred calendar is established in chapter 23. This is the Torah's list of festivals: Shabbat, Pesach, Shavuot, Rosh Hashanah, Yom Kippur, and Sukkot. The rules for temple maintenance is covered in chapter 24 of Leviticus. Handling by the Levites of the eternal light are the menorah, the showbread table, incense altar, etc. Then seemingly out of nowhere comes a blasphemer smackdown. Some idiot curses the name and gets stoned to death. Torah doesn't play when it comes to the name, Hashem. Taking a deeper dive into the Parsha, we find the very strict standards that must be followed by the Kohanim, the priests. Their duties toward Hashem, its temple, and their obligation to the people is viewed as a holy privilege, or as Aaron's two sons learned earlier, a sacred burden. These guys are held to stricter standards because they're frontline spiritual representatives. Think of it like being on the divine secret service, always on duty, expected to look the part, and no room for personal baggage. But here's the real conversation piece. Does holiness require perfection? What about inclusivity? Could a modern-day temple be run by someone in a wheelchair? Food for thought. And very relevant in our current age of DEI madness. Yes, Yod He Vav He was MIGA, M-I-G-A, Make Israel Great Again. All the Jewish festivals enumerated were seen as sacred time loops. The holiday list in Emor gives us the full divine rhythm for the whole Jewish year. It's like a spiritual Fitbit syncing your soul to the cosmic timeline. Shabbat, which is a weekly reboot, Pesach, liberation, celebration, Shavuot, revelation, Rosh Hashanah, reflection, Yom Kippur, reckoning, and Sukkot, joy in fragility. Each one punctuates life with meaning. Emor reminds us time is holy real estate. Use it wisely. Back to that blasphemer for a minute. Was mention of this in this portion of Torah intended as an outlier or a cautionary tale? Out of nowhere, a half-Israelite, half-Egyptian guy curses the divine name in public and gets executed. This hits hard. The Midrash opens up with a whole backstory. Was he angry over his lack of belonging? Was the system rigid? This isn't just about language, it's about identity, justice, and how society treats the marginal. Let's be honest. Does punishment fit the crime? Or is the Torah making a larger point about community boundaries and respect for the sacred? Emor means say, not shout, not whisper, just say. Holiness begins in what we first think or say in our own minds. Then we verbally speak it into the world, into existence, teaching us that thoughts and words have power, and that is something we should all remain very aware of in our daily lives. I look forward to your comments. Please like, subscribe, and share. And I hope to see you again in our next video. And until next time, I want to wish you Shabbat Shalom.